Hi everybody, this is Zhou Zheng Show and Beautiful Life. Last week I interviewed the scientist. We talk about healthy, talk about his product, about the water, study the water and particles. Today I invite the guest, but he's from Hollywood. He's modeling, actor, but before he do modeling actor, he do a lot of the things. So I will introduce to you right now. Hello, Harrison Kiernan. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our studio, Zhou Zheng Show and Beautiful Life. Nice. And I want to know, I heard a lot of story about you. First, I want you to introduce yourself to our audience, please.
Hello, my name is Harrison Kiernan. I'm from Connecticut, but out here in LA or Hollywood for almost 4 years now.
You grew up in the Connecticut, right?
Connecticut, yeah, correct.
So,
yes.
Well, that's a state, the United States, that's a state is very special. It's small, close to Washington, D.C. or New York?
Oh, it's in between New York and Boston.
Oh, New York and Boston.
Almost equal distance.
What's the famous there? What's the famous for in the Connecticut?
Me.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, you. Okay, you are special. Are you not kidding? You're not kidding. I know.
No.
A few years ago, you are give your liver and your kidney to the people you don't know. I want to know that story first.
There are many things in your life that bring you to a point of taking action on something. It's probably not just one thing. Mine goes back probably when I was in the Navy in 72 to 76. I was also a firefighter. A good friend of mine came over and needed a kidney because he had one from a deceased donor 20 years before then. Mm-hmm. That was 2006. And he came over and he looked terrible. I said, "What's wrong?" He said his kid.
He went to Connecticut?
Yeah, it was in Connecticut.
You wanted to get it?
Yes.
What a year?
2006.
2006.
He came to my house for me to fix his computer, and he said that his kidney was failing. He had had a transplant 20 years before then, and he said he needed a new kidney. And not knowing anything, I just said, "I'll give you one." But he said his brother was doing that one. Mm-hmm. But it still took me a year before I went to Hartford Hospital and asked about being a living donor. Why did it take that long? I don't know.
So the hospital check everything?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
very
they
good.
check everything. Okay, I know. So after that, what happened? You still gave the kidney to another woman?
I let the hospital decide who it was going to. And my blood type is O negative, so anyone can get any blood from me. And there's something with my tissue type, which I don't understand, that anyone can get any part of me.
Anyone can get it.
From my understanding, O positive, just all the positives can get it. The negatives can't get O positive.
Okay, so
yes.
After the year, what day you make another decision want to give a kidney to another person? Who is that person?
I let the hospital decide, because I'm not going to decide who lives, who dies, you know. My understanding is they would give it to someone who is least likely to get one from a deceased donor. I met the lady who got my kidney a month later after. It was June 2007 that I gave the kidney. It was July that I met her.
You met her after you already gave to her?
Yes. Everything was good. I saw them quite often after that.
After that, what kind of reason you made another decision to give your liver to that baby?
I didn't know anything about live liver donations. I didn't even know that there were two parts to your liver. So I just stumbled upon it online, reading up. And then I said, "Oh, let me look into that." why not? You know, it's. Then I went to, I contacted someone at Yale New Haven Hospital. They did live liver donations, surgeries. Hartford did not do live livers, just live kidneys at the time. I don't know if they do now. So I contacted someone there, and then a few months later they contacted me to come in and talk about it. And then they put me through extensive testing also. And they said I was a very good candidate. Again, this is all my understanding, that they prefer to take the smaller lobe and give it to a pediatric or a baby or a child, rather than take the larger lobe and give it to an adult. Unless I had someone specific in mind, like if I knew you at the time and you needed a liver, then yes, they would probably take the larger lobe and give it to you. But if it was going what's called non-directed to an unknown person, the hospital would choose, and so they chose the best thing would be for me and for the baby, for a baby to get my small lobe, the left lobe of my liver, and leave me with the larger lobe.
Okay, so after you give this liver to the baby, the hospital will be, I know it's donor, so you're not getting any pay.
Oh, correct. No.
So how long you stay in the hospital? First time, how long?
The kidney was Wednesday to Sunday.
Thursday?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
5 days.
Yeah, or
Then
4
you can
nights.
go home.
4 nights.
4 nights.
And then 5 nights for the liver.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you're okay at that time. How old are you at that time?
The kidney, I was 54. I was 57.
Okay.
Yes, 57.
54 and 57.
Yeah, for the liver.
After that, after 54, okay, after you give the kidney, how do you feel?
I had a complication, so I had to go back in the hospital for 10 days. But after that, it was fine. You know, just recover.
Recover, okay.
Yeah.
Like your liver, you give to something, they still can grow up there inside by themselves, by itself, right?
Yes.
So what do you feel? You feel pain or not pain, or it's okay?
I always called it extreme discomfort, not pain. You know.
Okay, when we talk about it, it's very strange about you. I don't think I have the encouragement to do this. So you are my idol. Anybody who can do something I cannot do is my idol. Okay, you are my hero also. Okay, let's go back to do about the acting and modeling. What year you begin to do modeling?
I started my own computer business in 1980. Having your own business, you have the flexibility of time. So someone asked me to do around 81 or 1982 to do a modeling job for them. So I said, sure. It was for a benefit. I had no idea what I was doing. You know? And then they gave me some paying gigs, paying jobs, and then I went to New York and I had some agents out of Hartford. I had some agents in New York, and so in the 80s and 90s, besides the computer work still, because that's the main thing, did some modeling between New York and Boston, and including Hartford.
So before you do computer business, then who found you to be the modeling?
Well, it was I already had my computer business at the time, but my neighbor.
Oh, your neighbor.
My neighbor, she was involved in this benefit modeling show, so fashion show. So asked me to be in it, and I said okay, yes. So that started that, and it's fun. I enjoyed it. It was nice. It wasn't every day or even every month.
Okay, but if they found you, they give you some training, or you just go there. What you get training, right? Or
Not really.
Oh.
That first show, they just go, walk, come back. You know, and I didn't know what I was
just
doing.
dress,
Oh yes, they dressed me, of
suit
course.
or different
Yes,
clothes and fashion. Okay, got it. Then you just walking.
And just walk.
Then after that, your practice, you know how to do that, right?
Well, you learn by doing. In my case, anyway. Yes, I did not go to a school or anything like that.
Give you what event you do the fashion show or what is that? Where make you feel comfortable? You feel you are really model. You are really model. Tell me what are they where and
the first show that I did, the benefit fashion show was. I was scared. I didn't know what I was doing. It was live TV. I had no idea. The next job, a little more comfortable. The next job, a little more comfortable. So
more comfortable, more practice and practice.
Oh yes, of course.
So what you see? You are also actor. You will be the actor? What is the movie? What kind of movie you will be an actor?
I didn't act back then. It was just print work for advertisements or modeling shows. But when I came out to LA, I always say the acting chose me. I didn't choose it. I looked into it a little bit, but it chose me, and it just happened.
Every 2 years, you choose your legislators. But every 10 years, your legislators choose you. Introducing Gerrymander, jewelry inspired by the most gerrymandered congressional districts in America. Whether you're Black, Hispanic, Asian, or just a Democrat, Gerrymander reminds you politicians have gone to amazing lengths to minimize your vote.
I've been on some movies, some TV spots, some commercials, music videos. I love music videos. They're fun to do. You know, since I'm a musician, I'm a drummer and a singer.
A drummer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mad. Sometimes I say that stuff without thinking. I get that from my dad. Of course I'll help you, Jack. You're the best friend that I've ever had.
And anything on TV, I really don't see that I do because I tell people I did not come out to LA to watch TV. I came out to meet people and work. And right now I'm 65 and I'm having the best time of my life.
So you enjoy the 4 years of the Hollywood life, and tell me, what's your purpose of your life?
I have this saying, the reason for living is to find your gift. The purpose is to give it away. Yes, you can find your gift, but what good is it if you don't share it and give it to other people? Also.
Okay. Are you married?
No, I lost my wife in 1997.
So before you are just like a normal family, even you are doing modeling, your wife is still agree with that?
Oh yeah, yes, and actually, since she was in a wheelchair, my agent called me up one time and said that and my agent never met my wife, and said that they wanted her for a modeling job because they wanted it was a catalog for physical therapists, and the physical therapist always that received the catalog would always complain that they're not real handicapped people in the catalog, so they wanted people who are really use a wheelchair because or have an issue with walking or something. So and she thought that was the greatest thing to model for a catalog. And I was so happy that I was able to do that for her too, because that lifted her spirits right up.
That's really good. So Harrison, I want to know if someday you need some organ. You need something. You need a donor. What do you think about this question?
I don't think about it because, well, my understanding that if something happened to me, I would be, for a donation, I would go right to the top of the list. I don't think I would have a problem getting one at all. But it's easy for me to say this part now because I don't need it, but I don't think I would take it. I'm not saying that I would just roll over and die, but I've had a great life. I've done so many things because we didn't say this earlier, but I was also a firefighter, which is great also.
So you used to be volunteer to be the firefighter?
Yes.
How many years?
About 15 years.
15 years. You'll be
Yes.
firefighter to volunteer, not get paid.
Correct. In my town, back in Connecticut. I believe overall for organs, there are 115,000 people for like liver, heart, lungs that need an organ right now, but 20 die every day because they don't get what they need. Most of it, of course, is from deceased donors. So, and I would look at it, it's easy, again, it's easier for me to say this now because I'm not faced with that situation. But there are so many people who have not had the opportunity to experience life like I have. So I would rather see a kidney go to that person and let them live. And I would just deal with what I had to deal with. I would have a hard time taking a kidney that could go to someone else.
Okay, so Harrison, it sounds your purpose of life is the giving something or share something to people. You know, my show is called Zhou Zheng Show and Beautiful Life. What is your beautiful life?
I did an interview not long ago, and they asked me how, as far as the acting goes, they asked, how do you know when you made it? I said, I'm doing exactly what I want in life. So I've made it. You know, so many people are not doing what they want in life. They're just, oh, okay, I have to do this. Oh, I have to do that. I don't want to. But I'm doing exactly what I want. And every morning when I wake up, I always have something good to look forward to. That, you know, and to share experiences with people. Yes, to have this and have that, but have it for yourself. What good is that if you don't share it with people? And that includes experiences too, not just personal things. Just every day is always wonderful for me. There's always something to look forward to. And there's always a way that you can make someone's day better. Just by a simple hello as you walk by someone, or hold the door. You know, you don't know what that person is going through at that time, and that small gesture for you to do could have a big impact on them and brought them up a little bit, and then a little more and a little more. So you don't know what effect you have on people. And so why not have a positive effect instead of a negative effect?
Okay, hello everybody, this is Zhou Zheng Show and Beautiful Life. Today I have interviewed the very legend and the Hollywood modeling and actor. His name is Harrison Kiernan. And just we listen his story, and his purpose of life is finding gift and sharing with the people. I think his beautiful life is giving and sharing with the world. Thank you for watching Zhou Zheng Show and Beautiful Life.